start the new lesson, motion and measurement of distances, right? So this month you are going to have term 1 exam, right, for 40 marks. Again the same way, like multiple choice questions will be asked. And how many chapters you want to have in that exam? Previously I think we have first 5 chapters, na? So
Yes, sir.
for this exam,
Sir,
8 chapters. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. You want to, I mean, have the first 5 chapters also?
Yes, sir. Or 6 to 9 chapters also.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Yes, sir. 4 chapters. Also okay, sir.
But are these chapters sufficient to have 40 questions? Let me see. Anyhow, I'll decide. Either it can be
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sir.
I'll decide. Okay, right?
Okay,
By
sir.
evening, I'll let you know. Okay, and
Okay, sir.
it won't be exceeding 5 chapters total syllabus. But which 5 that I have to take, I'll tell you. Okay, right.
Okay, sir.
Now let us start that chapter 10, motion and measurement of distances. Motion and measurement of distances. So whenever we are taking a chapter, we need to know the meaning of that title of the chapter. What is motion, what is measurement, what is distance, right? So let us just know what is motion and what is measurement and what is distance also, right? Motion and measurement of distances. Okay. Can we see? Yes. Right. What is motion? Motion is any natural or artificial event that cause a change in the position or a change in the location of some subject or object. Right? Motion. A natural or an artificial event. A natural or an artificial event which causes a change in the position, which causes a change in the position or location of something. So that is motion, right? And what about distance? What is distance? Can anyone tell? What is distance?
Yes, sir. The time taken.
Huh? What is
Sir, the
distance?
distance is something between two places, sir.
What?
Reach
Come
two
again?
places.
Between two places, what?
Sir, to reach the time between two places known as distance.
No, no, it is not the distance. Can anyone tell?
Sir, the length of the
Length.
two places.
Okay, right.
Sir, the length of the amount of length between two places.
Range. So shall we make it simplified?
Yes, sir.
The gap between two places. Is it enough?
Yes, sir.
Correct na?
Sir, we can tell that. Sir, we can tell that amount of space between two.
Why are you making it so complex words? Let it be just simple words. You are studying class 6th na? You may be able to understand. What about the others? Huh? Right?
Yes, sir. Okay. Sir.
Right. The measured gap. Okay. A measurable gap between 2 points. Between 2 points or two locations is known as distance. Right? Measurable gap between 2 points or locations is known as distance. Am I correct? Is that clear? What is motion?
Yes.
Motion is a natural or an artificial event that causes a change in the position or location of something. And the distance is the measurable gap between 2 points or locations is known as distance. Now let us write what is measurement. What is measurement? Can anyone tell?
Yes, sir.
What is measurement?
Sir, measurement is a process of getting a size of something.
Getting a size of something. In what? In some units.
Sir,
In some
yes.
units, right? Which are generally denoted by some numbers. So, the measurement is the process or the act of giving numbers or known unit values to the physical or chemical quantities, right?
Yes, sir.
In comparison with something. That is known as measurement. Okay. The act or process of giving numbers of known values, known unit values to the physical or chemical quantities and to the physical or chemical phenomena by comparison is known as measurement. The process or act of giving numbers of known unit values to the physical or chemical quantities to the physical and chemical quantities. Physical and chemical quantities and phenomena is known as measurement. Okay, right. Right. Before going to measurement, here we are going to explain the physical quantity distance. Right. We are going to discuss in this chapter more about the physical quantity, that is distance. Right. And when we are talking about distance, we have to think, why do we talk why do we discuss about distance? Why should we discuss about distance? Why should we discuss about
Sir,
distance?
to know the gap.
Huh?
Sir, to know the gap.
Oh, when do we think of distance generally? Tell me.
Sir, while measuring,
While
Eh?
while
Measuring.
measuring,
when we go to another place.
Good, very good. While we are planning for a travel, right? When we are thinking of transporting of something, or transporting of ourselves, right? Or travel of something, like I am going to go to some particular place on January 15th onwards. Seriously, right? Then what will I look for it first immediately? If I have to report in that place on a given particular date, then I will be first looking into that distance. How far that particular place is from Bijapur, right? If it is of I have to report on 17th, assume that, right? 17th January, I have to report. If the place is just 100 kilometers away from Bijapur, when should I generally start with the present modes of transport?
Or 16 only.
16, sir.
16 means on 17th morning 10 o'clock I have to report, assume that, and the distance is somewhere around 50 to 100 kilometers. Is there any need to start on 16th? Not required.
No, sir.
17th morning only you can start. Okay.
Sir, you can go at
If you want to go 17th morning exactly,
Right.
we will
We
start
can reach there.
16.
We can reach there, right?
you can go.
Okay.
Yes,
If
sir.
the place is somewhere around some 300 to 400 kilometers, when should I start? One day before, right? One
Yes,
day before I
yes,
should
sir.
start. If the place is around some 1100 kilometers, what should I do?
2 days.
2-3 days, sir.
Not 3 days, 2 days is enough right now, okay? Right? I can start on 15th. So to reach on 17th, I am moving, I am just making my starting of my journey on 15th. But 1100 kilometers, is it short distance or long distance? It's long distance.
Long distance.
Long distance, sir.
Right. So long ago, long ago, nowadays there are various means of transport. I can go by taxi, I can go by bus, I can go by train, I can go by plane. There are various means of transport. Whereas long ago, there was no means of transport. Then, how the people used to move when there were no buses, no taxis, no bullock carts?
Sir, legs.
They
Leg.
leg. So you should not use the word leg. You have to use the word people used to move on their foot. On foot. I will come by foot. Okay, means by walking. In order to tell, by walk, we say on
Sir,
foot.
also, sir.
And what else they used to use? When vehicles were not there, but during those days, horses were there, right? Now also horses were there. People used to use horses.
Carts.
Okay, huh? What?
Bullock carts.
No bullock carts. No bullock cart. Bullock carts were also not there. Assume that bullock carts were also not there. Then people, they used to move from one place to other place, either on their foot or by using the animals like horses or donkeys. And
Yes, sir.
how do they carry their luggage? How did they carry their luggage during those days? By keeping on the back of animals or by keeping on their own back. That is,
Yes, sir.
this transport can be done only on land. If they have to cross a river, can they walk on the land? Can they walk on the river? No. Okay. They used small boats, okay, in the water routes. And ancient boats, they were made of simple logs of wood. Simple log means a big log of wood is taken, and in the center of that wood, some depression has been made, right? So that it can be used like a boat. For example, assume that this is the big log of wood, right? So in
Yes,
this,
sir.
what they used to do, in the center they make a depression. Okay, like this,
Yes, sir.
right? So they make a
Okay,
depression
sir.
and they make use of this particular thing like a board now.
Sir, anyone is waiting in the lobby.
Like, if you carefully watch.
What you are making in between, sir?
How the early people were doing boats.
They use various instruments to make this wooden log boat so that people can sit here. Okay, people can sit here. They make use of big trees and their woods, and they can sit and they can travel by paddling, right? By using the pedals, they can travel in water. This is the mode of transport in water in the ancient days. In the ancient days, right? Okay. And with the time, little development has taken place in the boats. During that time, what they did, they made little bigger boats, not with single big piece of wood, but using some small pieces of wood. They make the boats in the shape of aquatic animals. So what is the shape of aquatic animal? The shape of aquatic animal is streamlined shape.
Just the ends are short
Okay,
and
this
between
is the shape of aquatic animal, right?
is large.
And they make by using the pieces of wood. By using the pieces of wood, they made the boats in the shape of
How did they attach
aquatic
them?
animals, right?
High nuts and bolts.
Okay, and
With a thread.
using
Big thread.
again.
Not a thread, man. By
That bolts are not there.
Right?
nails, I am telling nails. They
Okay.
are nails and hammer.
They made the means boats using small pieces of wood, right? In the shape of aquatic animals. Okay. You know what is the shape of aquatic animals?
Yes, sir.
What is the shape?
Yes, sir.
What is the shape of aquatic animals?
Streamlined body, sir.
Very good. Streamlined shape.
Body shape.
It is streamlined shape.
Ends are narrow.
Okay. It is streamlined shape.
Yes, sir.
Many students are not attending the class. I don't know how will they learn. What is their interest of not
The
attending?
daily attendance.
Huh? What?
Every day only 30 or 40 students are
Yes,
studying,
that's
sir.
what. I think I should stop giving the notes. Ready-made notes I am sending it to you, na? Maybe
Yes,
because of
sir,
that
they
reason,
are
many
going
of them
to
are not
write
attending.
That only, sir.
Huh?
Once you
Just they are writing that only and just showing not notes, sir.
That is the problem. Yes. So from 9th chapter onwards, I will stop giving the notes then. Huh? From next,
Yes, sir.
from this chapter onwards, I will stop giving the
Ninth
notes.
chapter.
From this chapter onwards, let me stop giving the notes.
Okay.
Okay, na?
Sir, give
Yes, sir.
Sir, you will send 9 chapters notes, sir.
I will send it. That is ready already. Once a chapter is over, notes is already ready.
Okay, sir.
To be frank, I have made the notes of almost 12 chapters in advance. Okay?
How you?
Huh? How? What is that how? I am your teacher. This is my responsibility. Eh?
Yes, sir.
so many students in 6th class have joined, sir. That was only made and send it to us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You have to
Sir,
send,
make
sir.
Okay. Right.
Sir.
So, in the history of transport, the invention of a particular thing, it has brought a revolutionary change. Invention of one particular thing, it has brought a revolutionary change in the history of transport. What is that particular invention, you know? Not only in the history of transport. in
Sir,
the-
wheel.
Wheel. The invention of wheel, it has changed the human civilization. You know something? In the human civilization, it got changed by the inventions of certain particular thing, by the discovery of certain particular things. in the early human beings, ancient human beings, they used to eat raw meat, raw things, raw items. But when fire was discovered, entire cooking process changed. Means entire process of eating the food got changed, right? In the same way,
Yes, sir.
invention of wheel, it has changed the history of civilization like anything. It has brought revolutionary changes. Revolutionary changes means a very high level of changes they have taken place with the invention of wheel. Invention of wheel is the great change in the modes of transport. Right? Let me write that point. Invention of wheel is the great change in the modes of transport. In the modes of transport, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, after the invention of wheel, what all things have taken place? As you were telling, bullock cart. What is bullock cart? A particular vehicle which is arranged with wooden wheels and is being pulled by the bulls, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it correct? So initially, animals were used to pull the vehicles that are moving on wheels. This animal power is utilized until the beginning of 19th century for the transport. So there were bullock carts, there were chariots. Chariots were being pulled by which animals?
Sir.
Horses. Chariots were being pulled by horses. So initially, after the invention of wheels, the initial vehicles on wheels, they were pulled by using the power of animals.
Amrut Desai, sir.
After the invention of wheels, initially vehicles on wheels were pulled by using power of animals. That is examples: bullock cart, chariots, etc. Right? Okay. You know something? On ice, in the ice covered regions, special small vehicles were being pulled by what? They are called sledges. Huh? Come again?
What, sir?
On ice covered areas, special small vehicles are
Type of dog, sir.
good. They are called sledges.
Bigger dog, sir.
Okay, good. Sledges.
Type of dog is there, sir. Bigger type.
Sledges were pulled by
Sir, sledges.
dogs. Sledges were pulled by dogs. Where sledges are used generally? They are used generally on ice covered areas.
Yes.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So, this animal power has been utilized until the beginning of 19th century. This animal power has been utilized for the transport until the beginning of 19th century. But in the beginning of 19th century, steam engine was invented. Steam engine was invented by a scientist known as James Watt. Okay, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So up to which point the animal power was utilized for transport? Until the beginning of
19th.
The beginning of 19th century.
until the beginning of 19th century. 19th century. Right? Animal power was utilized for transport. Only animal power. I have to write only animal power. Why? Because even after the beginning of 19th century, even now also in villages, many people they use bullock carts, right? Okay. In many
Yes, sir.
tourism places, still chariots are used. Okay, in the modified form that are being pulled by horses only, right? But only in some specific areas, these bullock carts, these chariots are used. Sledges are still used now also because they are still under use by many people. But in nowadays, these three things are not the only transport. But until the beginning of the 19th century, only those three things are the only means of transport, other than horses or other than on foot transport. Are you getting it? Okay? Right.
Yes, sir.
So, in the beginning of 19th century, steam engine was invented. Who invented steam engine?
James Watt.
James Watt.
James Watt, sir. James Watt.
James Watt invented steam engine. Right? James Watt has invented steam engine. So, okay, where do these steam engines are utilized? Anyone knows?
No, sir.
Trains.
No,
Yes, trains.
Trains.
Okay, right? So where the trains move on which? Do trains move on roads? Rails.
tracks.
Okay, good.
Railway.
So railroads were made for steam engine driven carriages and wagons. Wagons means vehicle, right? So railroads were made for steam engine driven carriages and wagons. Later on, after the steam engine, automobiles were invented. Okay, and what are automobiles? Examples for automobiles are buses, cars, trucks, etc. Okay, so animal driven vehicles, steam engine driven vehicles, and automobiles are all used for transport on which place? Animal driven vehicles.
On road.
On land. Okay.
On land.
Okay. Animal driven vehicles, steam engine driven vehicles, and automobiles, these are all used for the transport on land. Okay. Next, on water if you take. Ancient times we have learnt wooden boats. Later, now you all might be knowing motorized boats and motorized ships or mechanized ships.
Yes, sir.
They are made and these are used for transport on water. Though in some places, okay, man-driven simple boats are still under use, but in many of the places, majority level, mechanized boats only are used. Next, so we have learnt how the history of transport has been changed on land and in water. Now what about in air? Ancient times, has anyone just moved from one place to another place by air? No. Right? In the early years of 20th century, that is, in the early years of 1900, Wright brothers, they have invented the aeroplane first. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if we carefully observe, in the development of different modes of transport, most of the developments they have taken place in the 20th century only. right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
electric trains, monorail, supersonic planes, and spacecrafts, like all these things also were developed in the later part. Okay, so
Yes, yes.
this is the, these are various forms of transport that have been developed with the time, right?